everyone, and welcome back to Hollow Knight. My name is Tom, otherwise known as Titanium Legman, and today we're going to continue our explorations of the ancient basin. Before we do, though, there are a couple of things to note. First of all, I went back to everyone's favorite oversized charm dealer and picked up the last charm notch that she had for sale. So we have, to my knowledge at the very least, a fully decked out charm system ready to go. She does have one more item for sale, which is like her blessing or something for 800 Geo. And it just says something along the lines of like, this is a special item for someone who loves charms as much as I do. Collect 40 charms before I'll sell this to you. So I don't exactly know what that's going to entail. Obviously, we have a ways to go before we're able to do that yet because we're missing a bunch of charms. But it's at least intriguing to know that exists. So, tells me that we've hit some sort of milestone with her at the very least. So the charms that we have equipped currently, I think this is going to be my general just adventuring loadout. I have experimented with a few other things off screen, including Fluke Nest. But this is the one that I think I've settled on for just general exploring. We'll go over it real quick, and then we will proceed. So we have the Wayward Compass, because I want to be able to see where I am on the map. Gathering Swarm, because I don't want to miss out on any Geo. Soul Catcher, so we can get more soul, because we're doing a spellcaster-ish build. Grub Song, so we can get soul when we take damage. Spell Twister, so that we use less soul when we cast our spells. And then finally, because we have one notch left, Thorns of Agony, which is not a spell, but in my little bit of experimentation I did off-screen, should synergize pretty well with my playstyle, which involves a lot of like me throwing myself into the midst of enemies to hit them with AoE soul attacks and potentially getting hit in the process. So if we can toss out some extra damage to things that might be around me, we should be able to clear out groups of enemies a little bit more efficiently, which will be good. So we're not kind of left hanging of like, oh god, I didn't kill the thing, oh god, and then we're floundering. So I think this will be a good build going forward. Obviously, if we encounter a boss that's difficult and we need to change things around, we will. But you'll also notice that I have 0 Geo in my, inventory, I guess? My wallet. That's because there was the... Oh, that doesn't actually show on the map here. There's a side room on our way down here to this bench that has a fountain to the king in it. And seeing as how I just spent a big chunk of Geo on acquiring this charm... or the charm notch, I should say, sorry. I figured out what the heck, I've got like 233 in my inventory, I'll just toss it in there and see what happens, because it asks you to divest yourself of all of your Geo in the name of the king, because he will be your salvation or whatever. Nothing seemed to happen, and I can only assume that that is because there is something that you will get if you put a certain amount of Geo into it. I don't know if that's actually the case, but I mean, I know that you encounter things like that in like Zelda and other exploration RPG type games, so it's possible that that's the case. I don't know if that's true, it's just my speculation on it. So if I have spare Geo laying around in my pockets from time to time, we'll try that out and just see if we can get anywhere with it. Now the question is, where do we want to go from here? Our good friend Cornfur is up there. He said he's going to be hanging out, resting his legs before he goes back to the shop. I can't quite recall what I have actually explored in here before. So what I'd like to do is make... Nope, I didn't actually... Okay, I didn't mean to do that either. I just wanted to get out of the conversation. I'd like to try and get over here to this area if I can. But obviously I don't really have the means to do so yet. Because, I mean, Palace Grounds, that sounds interesting. So I can only assume that we need to go either down or to the left past the bench. So since we're right here, we'll try going down, see what we encounter. And then if we need to use the Crystal Heart to dash across that gap next to the bench, we will. There we go. Also, I have adjusted the game sound down a little bit. I've been having to do a lot of tinkering in editing to try and make sure that the sound levels are balanced and whatnot. So, obviously, this is a quiet area to begin with, but once there's a little bit more we're going to walk away from that noise for just a second. Once there's a little bit more background noise and stuff going on, if you could let me know how it sounds relative to my voice, that'd be great. For whatever reason, Hollow Knight has just proven to be a little bit more challenging than my other series when it comes to just noise and sound levels. So let me know. Alright, what do we got? Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Our pure vessel has ascended. Beyond lies only the refuse and regret of its creation. We shall enter that place no longer. What does that mean? Our vessel has ascended? Pure vessel. Are they talking about the Hollow Knight himself? Interesting. Okay, let me look at this one more time. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Our pure vessel has ascended. Beyond lies only the refuse and regret of its creation. We shall enter that place no longer. So is this like a lab? Huh. Our vessel. Our pure vessel. I doubt that would be the Dreamers. If anything, I would assume the Dreamers were involved in the creation of the vessel. That makes me think that the Hollow Knight is the vessel. It was pure so that it could, what? Channel the infection or the fungus or what have you and try and prevent people from succumbing to it? And that's why we see it chained up in the black egg at the start of the game, I'm guessing? I mean, obviously we're going to have to get in there at some point. God, the refuse and regrets of its creation. It's funny that I'm playing Final Fantasy VII at the moment as well, because that sounds a whole lot like what I know about the Soldier Program, Professor Hojo, and Sephiroth, and all this different stuff. That's kind of ironic, actually. That gives me the same kind of vibe. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. I wonder how that's going to go down. Alright, so we've got that. So really the only way we can go at the moment is over here to the left. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, okay. There's nothing else to... Yeah, okay. There's wind in here. Oh. More double jump areas that we can't seem to get to. Oh god! I saw it and I wanted to dash across it, but it made me drop a little bit sooner than expected. Why do I feel like we're about to... Wait, what? Wait, what? This must be a door, right? Because this feels... It goes into Deep Nest, it looks like. This reminds me of the Howling Cliffs, but we're way underground. I was gonna say, like, are we about to, like... Huh. We're about to, like, go out of the kingdom. Because that's definitely what it feels like, but... Maybe not. Whoa! Little infection-y lads, I see. Really, I can't go in there? Interesting. Big old geodeposit, holy. Alright, well, not actually that big, it just looked impressive. Where are we going here? Oh, it's just one of these guys. Let's see, I hear something stepping around, but... Ah! Does that hurt us? Let's find out. No, okay. Whoa! That'll hurt us, though. Hello! What in the hell? Is it really just going to spew endlessly? Is that really what's happening right now? Oh, it didn't like that. Okay, cool. See, spikes coming in handy there. That was interesting. Alright, what is this thing? A monarch. Okay. Evolution of the monarch. Okay, fair enough. Large, immobile creature wildly spits venom when intruders pass by. Yeah, I didn't even pass by. I was just vaguely in the vicinity, and that thing was going off. Goddamn machine gun. Whoa, hey, easy spikes. What are these little dudes? Oh, they actually count as a creature. Light seeds. A single-celled organism completely infected scurries about simple-mindedly. Interesting. It doesn't even just seem simple-minded, though. Like, it seems like it actively flees from us, which is interesting. There's gonna be another monarch in there. Hello? Oh, I was like, what's stip-stepping? I'd like to get another hunter's note about that. That seems interesting. I'm running... Oh, really? Up there? Are you serious? Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Oh, God, more. At least the one on the ground we can deal with. And if it hits us, it's going to get spiked, so... There we go. Done and done. Really, another one up here? Nope, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. We do it this way. Haha! Defeated, good sir. Haha! There we go. Strange air has been seeping down from above for years. Some of the air became liquid, and some of that liquid became flesh, and some of that flesh came to life. I don't know what to make of it. Interesting. Yep, I was gonna say, we're gonna have to walk into this, aren't we? What are you? Oh, a simple key. Nice. There is a lock in the City of Tears, right in this, like, center area. Let me actually... I know I don't often set a marker, but... I don't remember where exactly it is, but... There's a door in there that I don't think I had a key to open. So now that we have one, I'd like to go back to it at some point and grab it. Also, why would... Okay, first, let's look at our set piece here. What in the... This is like a greater Malek or something, and like, why is this dude just eaten by it? And why is he wearing robes? What kind of priestly figure? Oh, environmental storytelling. Oh god, this is awkward. This is exceedingly awkward. Alright, hold on. How do we even want to approach this? Yeah, because it can hit us anywhere on the wall, which is obviously a problem. Alright, there we go. You jerk. There we go. Oof. Alright, spikes coming in handy. Coming in very, very handy. Helping clear the way. Good stuff. More little dudes. Oh my god, more of these things. There we go. When in doubt, spikes it out. There we go. That's the play. I don't know that I would really describe that as compelling gameplay from a game design standpoint, but I mean, it's something. Hello? Hello? Hi? Infected balloon? Single cell of infection has a simple mind and can float using internal gases. Why are we seeing, like... We're actively seeing the infection developing life forms or infecting life forms to the point that they basically become a new life form altogether. Which is now making me wonder if this isn't some sort of like an evolutionary mandate. Like this should be happening. Like this is the next step for bug kind or whatever, right? Like it's described as being deadly and like putting things into a state of undeath and whatnot, but we're seeing all of these creatures, which while primitive and weird and aggressive, oh, I knew it was a door. Look at that. Ha ha. Wonderful. While being weird and violent and aggressive, may just be simple-minded and bestial in form, and could potentially I'm just gonna finish my thought real quick. Could eventually evolve into proper life forms. And I'm wondering if, like, the mushroom people that we've seen and fought... where are they? They're in here somewhere. God, there's a lot of critters in this game. Alright, well, they shouldn't be all this far back. Did I go past them? Oh, yeah, there they are. Shroomels. Yeah, the Shroomel guys. They have some sort of correlation, it seems, to the infection. So I'm wondering how much of a relation they might actually have. It's intriguing to think about. Okay. Let's fight this boss, shall we? Alright. Let's analyze what we're looking at here. First of all, we have a very small room, relatively speaking, which will be good because we have our, like, close-range AoE spells and spikes and all that type of stuff. Obviously, we don't know what this guy's going to do, but... And we do know it's going to be a boss fight because, again, the room, the way the camera moved to center on this dude, and also we've got, you can see right above me, the spikes for the portcullis that's going to drop and seal us off. It's a knight of some kind. He's got a nail. Kind of looks like us, but it almost looks like his skull/mask is broken and his brain exposed, which is terrifying. And there's infection all over the place. So, presumably, this boss is going to be similar in nature to us, but infected, which is going to be interesting. So, there's really nothing to change or nothing else to do. We have soul, we've got health. Hello? There it is. Oh. Oh. Aha! Broken vessel. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so it's basically a zombie knight being controlled by the infection. Interesting. Oh, the menu theme is playing. Oh, this is cool. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, we bullet hell now, boys. Alright, we got the ghost guys. Doing a lot of the same types of stuff that we can do. Fair enough. That's a problem. Get a cheeky heal. There we go. Ugh. Alright. Okay, easy. I was hoping I could heal and get the attack off in time. Nope, none of that. Nope, none of that. Come on, one cheeky heal. There we go. Nope. Jump right into the ghost. Good job, me. Really Smooth brain move there, dude. Okay. Alright. Make me think forward a little bit. Oh, that's gonna suck. That's really bad placement for that attack, actually. There we go. Ah, damn it. I was forgetting the thorns damage from all these stupid attacks that I'd keep taking. Like this. Got the heal off, though. Oh. Release. Oh! Oh! Oh no! Oh no, he reached out to us. I'm sorry, friend. I hope... Wow, that was a little detail that was devastating. Okay. Couple things. First of all, that was way easier and yet sloppier than I expected it to be. Having the setup that we did allowed us to just keep taking hits and dealing damage and really not performing smoothly at all. I was still figuring out the attack patterns, and then we just killed him. So, whoops. Let's see. Shattered corpse reanimated by infected parasites. The shape of this creature. I have seen something like it before. More than once, perhaps. It looks a little like the bugs of Hallownest, but not quite the same. Where did these empty little wanderers come from? Okay, so there's a few different things to unpack here. First of all, it says it was a corpse, but it reached out to us. And the achievement said release, which makes me think that there was still some sentience there, which is uncomfortable and upsetting. Obviously, it's like us. Like, clearly the resemblance is there intentionally. And we've seen a few other dudes like us. Specifically, I can't remember his name, and we haven't seen him in a while, but there's the knight that we saved from the giant bug. Which isn't saying much. There's a lot of giant bugs in this game, but the... Where was it? The fly. Yeah. The Vengefly King. Apparently there's another one we have to fight somewhere. We saved the knight from this, and he looks like us, and he was like very full of himself, but forgetful. And now I'm wondering, because from what little we've seen, it seems like the Hollow Knight looks like us. Oh god, alright, my brain is piecing together some things here. So there's I'm going to call it a lab. There's a lab at the bottom of the ancient basin, not very far away from the palace of the king, wherein a pure vessel was created, and within which there is nothing but the refuse and regret of its making. Here we have... Let's scroll back down to his entry here. The broken vessel. A boss. Presumably. Seemed like a boss. Who looks like us, and presumably like the Hollow Knight. Who is hollow. You know, emphasis on that. It's a vessel. It's described as empty by the hunter. Hornet describes us as a little ghost. We steal soul from our enemies and use it to attack with masses of darkness. It seems clear to me at this point that we are one of a number, potentially, of prototype Hollow Knights. Created for the sole purpose, presumably, of containing the infection. Maybe that part is still a little unclear to me. But we are related to the Hollow Knight in that we are a prototype of it, or him, or her, or what have you. No big deal. So then the question is, why were we presumably away from the kingdom in the first place? Because we come to the kingdom and Dirtmouth at the start of the game in the cutscene as if we have traveled a long distance to arrive here. And what is our goal? Are we actually hollow? I.e. that we don't have a soul or a personality? Because I feel like we do. But then what is our purpose for arriving here? Is there something that draws us? Are we filled with some sort of a drive to cleanse the infection or take it unto ourselves or something? It's a compulsion that was placed upon us by our creation as a vessel? Maybe? A lot of very interesting things to consider here. A lot of very, very interesting things to consider here. Okay. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's see where it takes us. And see what the purpose of this fight was, honestly, other than just maybe proceeding. Where is the wind coming from? That's what I want to know. Like, there's just this constant wind with, like, these black orbs that seem almost like they are... Like, it looks like pieces of us, right? Like, well, I don't have any soul, so I can't use my attacks, but, like, it looks like the same material that makes up the Vengeful Spirit, that potentially makes up our bodies, that makes up our, oh god, what is it called? Our shade. It all looks the same. And it definitely draws to mind images... God, I hate when the game does that. It draws to mind images of, like, the Dark Soul in Dark Souls. And humanity is part of the Dark Soul. And what if there's some... What if there's some formless mass? Well, because even Hornet looks like she would be the same thing. But yeah, where are my soul sanctuary or sanctum guys? These guys, the soul warriors. What if there is a darkness of mass, a space or a void or a spirit or something, a soul that was discovered or created by the bugs of Hallownest, and that they are siphoning chunks off of, or were siphoning chunks off of, to try and make these vessels to contain the infection. And that's what this is. Because if we look at the map... Sorry, and I know there's not gameplay happening, but like I'm lost in the throes of theorizing and lore now. We are directly above, presumably, that lab. Because that lab, I'm going to put this marker down here, is right there. The door to it is right there. Right below the ancient basin, where this wind is coming off of, that presumably, based on what the hunter has said about our little infected single-cell organism friends, where are they? These guys. Strange air has been seeping down from above. Is this part of that? I know right now we're below, quote-unquote, the hunter, but is this part of that air, that wind, that has become, in some way, part of these things? I don't really know. But, like, presumably going this way... Wind's picked up even more. We're going to potentially find our way into that lab. Like, we have to. Whoa. Wings? Monarch. Is this... Guys, we're only like 30 hours into the game. We finally got a double jump. Oh, thank God. Oh, that's going to change everything. Oh, Lord. Oh, wait. The wind was coming exclusively from the wings? Really? No kidding. Interesting. Huh. That's fascinating. Okay. Well, that blows my theory about the wind bringing life off the table. Oh, wait. Uh-oh. Oh, we're back here. Uh-huh. Wasn't expecting that. I frankly was kind of thinking that I was going to be talking to the guy, the vessel, but maybe that was a foolish thought. Because if he's an empty vessel, why would he have a dream self or anything to speak for him? Guess we would just die if we go down there. There's infection here, which is concerning. Oh, we're Wait. Wait, we have to fight it again? Okay. Lost kin. Is this like the actual fight? Like the other one was just a precursor? That's kind of what it feels like. Yeah, this feels more intense for sure. Uh-huh. I was truly not expecting another fight here, let alone... Oh god, I'm not gonna make it, actually. Alright, I have to stop theorizing and start fighting. Oh, damn it. Interesting. So we don't die fighting it. Huh. Well, on that note, I'm going to call this one here. And when we come back, we're going to go and try and fight the lost kin. How does that sound? Everyone good with that? Okay. Cool. Interesting things are happening. Until the next episode, I wish you all well. If you know anyone that you think would enjoy this series or any of my other series, if you could share a link with them, I would greatly appreciate it. Always trying to get more eyes on the channel. And until we come back to fight the lost kin, I hope you all have a good night. Stay safe and healthy. And remember, be good to each other. Bye now.